Academy.
Yeah.
1 second, I'm going to close the door, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
I
No
have
problem.
noise in
No
the.
problem. No problem.
It's okay. Okay, where are you from?
I'm from California, but I
Ah,
have,
from California.
yeah, but I have ascendancy, Spanish, French, and German ascendancy. So,
Ah,
yeah.
in Germany, living in Germany.
No, no, no. Ascendancy means that my relatives, my great grandparents, are from
Hmm.
Germany, France, and Spain.
Ah, ah,
Mm-hmm.
okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good,
Mm-hmm.
interesting. But you are living in Chicago or in
In
New York or
Chicago.
no?
Well,
Ah,
I have a home in both places.
hmm.
Sometimes I go to New York. Sometimes I go to Chicago. It depends.
How long is by plane?
By plane it's about 5 hours.
5.
Yeah.
Oh, it's far. I have been the last Easter in Chicago.
You were. You have been. What do you
Yeah,
mean? You have been. You're
I
still there.
I I was, yeah, last April, last month.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I see.
Yeah,
Okay, you've been
with
there.
my family. I was visiting Chicago.
You were visiting Chicago. Okay.
Yes,
Chicago.
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 My I don't know how to say my WhatsApp photography, but
Photography.
perfil I don't know how is in English.
Profile.
Profile,
Profile.
profile. Uh, is that I'm going to show you.
Okay. It's not
This is in the
photography, but photography.
photography, no?
But photography.
This is in the. Can you hear?
Oh.
Can you see? Sorry.
A little bit. It's shining a little too much. It's
Ah, okay. It's in
glimmering.
the Willis Tower.
Tower, the Willis Tower. Nice. Very nice. So I'm
Mm,
glad that you enjoyed your visit.
yeah,
Was that the first
I
time? First time you went to America?
the first time. Yes, yes.
Ah, but you went to a good city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I have been in New York, but I haven't been in Chicago, so I
Mm,
wanted to visit it.
okay. You know the
I
U.S.
could.
The U.S. is and maybe China are probably and maybe Australia. No, no, no. I wouldn't say Australia. The United States is one of the only countries that has a lot of major cities, many major cities. Yeah,
Hmm.
you got St. Louis, you got Chicago, you got New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have Austin, you have San Francisco, you have Miami. Ooh, you have many many cities. Yeah, you have Detroit. We have a lot of major cities, and everyone has a different vibe to them.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I went to California in 2009, long time
Mm,
ago.
uh-huh. A
Long
long
time. I was
time
ah long time,
ago.
long time ago.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Ago.
in San Francisco.
San
I
Francisco.
don't know
We don't
San Francisco.
we don't say San Francisco like Spanish people. We say San
Yeah,
Francisco. It used to be
San
Spanish, by the
Francisco.
way. San Francisco,
Yeah,
San Francisco, like California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico used to be part of Mexico, part of Spain.
yeah,
It used to be
yeah,
part
yeah,
of
yeah.
Spain, and then then Spain turned into Mexico, and then Mexico lost the war, and we got the
Hmm.
peace.
Yeah.
Uh huh. I know a little bit of history of California. There was a priest called Junipero Serra.
Ah.
He founded the missions of California. He founded San Diego,
Uh-huh. San
San
Diego.
Fernando,
Hmm.
Los Angeles, San Francisco, Sacramento. He founded many of them. That's why they're called San, right? San. right?
Sacramento is near Mexico, no? Or
No,
no?
no.
Sacramento,
San
no?
Diego. San Diego is near Mexico.
San Diego is near
Yeah,
Mexico.
Sacramento is way up north.
Ah, in the north. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
just a moment. I have a customer. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about, because we only have 20 minutes left,
Yeah, yeah.
and I would like to very much know what is it that. Give me just a moment. I have a customer. Hold on.
No problem.
Are you there, sweetie?
Yeah.
All right. So tell me a little bit about yourself, and we'll take this step by step. But I need just to tell you that a normal lesson trial doesn't take 30 minutes. It takes more than an hour.
More than an hour.
Yeah,
Okay.
more than an hour. And it's not, you cannot do a lesson in 30 minutes. It's something that has to, we first have to get to know each other and know what is it that you
Mm-hmm.
want, and then if you want, we can book another time to see what it is that you
Mm-hmm.
need. Or if you want, you can tell me now what you want, and I can try to give you what you want, but it's not going to be accurate. You understand? All right?
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, all right? Because
Yeah,
yeah, everyone, like, if you want to get to know somebody, you don't know them in 30 minutes. You have to know a little more,
yeah.
right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Yeah,
common sense, right? Especially if you want to get to know what they want, and if you're going to pay for a service, you need to know a little bit more about me, yeah? And I need to know more about you, okay?
yeah. I know, I
All
know.
right? So tell me a little bit about yourself and why you are here.
Okay. Actually, I'm not using the English language for my work. Okay, but
For your job. Okay.
for a job, yes. But I don't want to lose the little bit I speak.
That you
Okay.
have. Okay, you don't want to
Yeah,
lose it.
yeah,
I
I
see.
have, and I would like to improve the my
Mm.
knowledge, improve my pronunciation, and
Uh-huh.
uh, the
Pronunciation. No.
sorry,
Pronunciation. Yeah.
pronunciation. Okay,
Pronunciation.
but it's for my own. I proposal, no, or how
Uh,
do you say
you mean
objetivo?
objective,
Mm,
goal in mind?
objective
Objective.
or
Objective. Or you
object
no. You
hmm,
can say goal as well.
goal, yes,
Yeah.
goal.
Goal or
Hmm.
objective. All right.
Objective.
How old are you, Begonia, if I may ask?
Next month,
Yeah.
40, 48.
48. Okay, great, great.
48.
And you have, obviously, you have children, a husband, right?
Yeah, I have my husband, and I have three children.
Okay, three children. I have two.
Mhm.
I have two kids.
Ah, you have two. And are you married too?
No, I'm separated, divorced. But
Ah, divorced.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Yes. All right. So 48. And what do you do for work, for your job?
Um, I have a company,
Okay.
and I rent a property to a business. So I
Okay.
have to negotiate the contract. Okay,
Negotiate.
uh, negotiate
No.
the contract, but
Negotiate.
that be negotiate, negotiate. But that's business.
Business, not beast.
Bus-
Business.
business
Mm-hmm.
are a Spanish business. Okay,
Okay.
so I don't have to practice English. Okay,
Got it. You don't have to.
I used to work in a bank. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now I have stopped, but I have stopped for a time. Okay,
For a time,
uh,
you gotta close your mouth when you say M at the end.
for a time.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I used to practice sometimes, not always, but sometimes with
Sometimes.
some sometimes
Yeah, you said
with
sun.
the for
Yeah, you use
sun.
N. Don't use N for M. It doesn't work.
Okay, sun, no, sometimes
No, some.
with
Close your
the
mouth.
foreign
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah, sometimes.
with the foreign customer. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay, sometimes. Very sporadically. Okay.
yeah, very
And
sporadic.
so the next question is, how would you like to have the lessons? What is your,
How?
yeah, because I am customer oriented. I work with you.
Mhm,
So how
mhm.
do you want it? What do you expect?
Uh,
Hmm.
mm, to improve my pronunciation
Ah,
and
okay,
my
pronunciation. Yeah, that you do need.
yeah
Yeah, that you do need.
to improve or to learn more vocabulary. Okay,
Vocabulary, okay?
vocabulary
No, not bo.
because it's
Don't use your lips. It's not bo. It's vo. Vo.
vocabulary
Vo.
vocabulary
Vocabulary.
vocabulary.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do with you with vocabulary and pronunciation, and also fluency. You don't.
Fluency, yeah.
Yeah, you need fluency for sure.
Mm.
Oh yes, fluency. All right. May I
Mhm.
suggest? May I suggest? We work on pronunciation and fluency as major topics. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, in pronunciation uh, and fluency, you must take a little bit of theory, some lectures. For example, in pronunciation, you must study consonants, vowels, vocales, right? Vocales, consonantes, right?
Vocal.
You
Yeah,
must
right.
take rhythm, ritmo. You must take
Mhm.
intonation, intonación, all right?
Mhm.
You must
Mhm.
take also stress, acento, okay? All right, and you must practice them. Right? Is it are these lectures that you are interested in, or do you just want me to correct the intonation and just correct everything else without teaching you the lecture?
No, I'm interested in all that
Oh
things.
yeah, so you would
Voc-
like the lecture and the discussions? Yes.
mhm.
Okay, okay,
Mhm.
okay, okay. So give me a second. So I'm writing this down, okay? Because I still use paper.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah, it's much easier for me to remember and better connection for me to have. Easier for me to have.
Okay.
All right, so you're
Okay.
interested in even in lectures. Okay. All right, good. Because lectures are better than they're better. You learn faster.
Okay.
You can still learn without the lectures, but the lectures make you more independent, a little more. Interested in lectures, all right. Customer oriented program. You can still learn without the lectures. Yeah, like for example, we have a discussion, and I tell you when you're saying something wrong, and without lectures, but it does take a little longer. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I know.
Okay, so the same thing goes for fluency. In fluency, for example, the first thing you need to know are the 16 tenses in English. You must know them. You have 30 days to learn them. You must learn them quickly. At least
60?
16.
Ah, 15.
No,
Okay.
16.
Ah, 16. Okay.
No,
Mhm.
16.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah, so we have to, yeah, 16, not 16.
Vale.
16. The stress,
Okay.
the acento is on the last syllable. 16.
Mm,
Yeah, not on the
okay.
first. It's not 16. 16. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right? Because
Mm-hmm.
if you say 16, then people think it's 60. Say settle. Okay? All right? So
All right.
even in numbers you have to learn. Yeah? And which is it's just okay. It's normal. All right? It's okay. It's normal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, for example, you must take discussion with fluency. You must have a lot of experience and a lot of hours. You must take a lot of hours of discussion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that the lessons are not calculated in months. They're not calculated in years. They're calculated in hours.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you cannot say, "Oh, I've taken this class for a month." No, you've taken this class the hours that you dedicated. Yes? You
Yeah.
dedicated 4 hours, you dedicate 8 hours. This is your true experience. Yeah? All
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So, customer
Yeah.
oriented program. And are you okay with being corrected? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello, hello. No, no, now I can hear. I can hear you.
Okay. Yes. I was gonna ask you how can are you hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Give me a second. Can't hear me.
Okay, okay. Voy yo por Álvaro, Antonio. Que voy yo por Álvaro, que ya termino. No, sí, yo, pero todavía, vamos a ver, son y 20, que yo puedo ir, que yo termino ya. Ya, pero mientras sale o no sale, además no sale a la y media en punto.
Hello?
Como quieras, que ya me quedan 3 minutos.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Hello, hello,
Yeah,
hello.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, great.
I can
All
I can
right.
see you and I can hear you.
Okay, okay, great.
All right.
So, to be able to help you, the more I talk to you, the more I know who you are, the more I know your mistakes, okay, and what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You have good points and you
Okay.
have negative points, all right? I need to know I need to know both, all right? And to do this, we must have activities, right? We must have discussions, video discussions, reading discussions, and I also test out and I look for your advanced speaking skills. Yeah? For example, are you good at telling a story? Are you good at negotiating? Are you good at summarizing? Or are you good at paraphrasing? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So these are things that affect your speaking ability. You understand? Okay. So for our next lesson, what would you like? Would you like to work on pronunciation and fluency at the same time, or would you like to do one session pronunciation, one session fluency? How do you wish to work this?
Mm, what do you think is better? To
Um.
separate, or is it good
Well.
to to mix or to
Well.
put together?
Well. Both are good. It just depends on your patience. It depends on you,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
some people don't like only to do pronunciation, but you should do you should I highly recommend you do pronunciation for 1 hour. Yeah,
Yeah.
only
Mm-hmm.
pronunciation, meaning that you practice sounds, but it may be too boring for you. That's the thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the other one is that I combine pronunciation, but just correcting, only correcting,
Mm-hmm.
correcting, not therapy. Therapy is something different. Correcting your mistakes, like I am now, while discussing, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a problem, a very severe problem in pronunciation, something that is very stubborn, I cannot just fix it quickly by just discussing. We have to do either therapy or more practice.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So
All right.
it depends on what you're able to handle. I can handle anything. I have patience. I don't know if you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are adults who do have patience, but there are adults who don't. I don't know your style. Are you patient?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
No idea. Yeah, uh-huh. All right, if you're patient, if you really are patient and you prove it to me, then you can learn much quickly. Much quicker
Okay.
than yeah. All right. So we're going to mix, we're going to see if we can I'm going to show you. I'm going to probably do maybe pronunciation half and half, right? 25 minutes and then another time we can do only discussion. Yeah?
Okay.
And I can correct your pronunciation or your fluency. Yeah? So it's a little bit of both. We're going to see what we can do, what we can handle.
Okay.
Because you must remember that correcting takes time. Yeah? And talking takes time. So does correcting. Yeah? So these things begin to add up. And the more hours that you accumulate, the better experience you have, the more feedback I can give you. All right? If that makes sense.
All right.
All right? Great.
Good.
Perfect. So now the other question is, what kind of content do you like? Do you like to choose the content? Do you like to choose the topics? Do you like to work with would you like to work with a textbook? Because if you do, you would have to pay for your own textbook if you want access to it. Do you understand? That's if you want.
I know, but I don't have any book.
Okay, all right. I mean, you don't need a book. If you want to, you can have a book. You can buy your own, or I can give you one. But it's only going to be for reading. You don't have access to any resources online. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. For example, there are companies like for example, Penguin or Harvard or Oxford. They make textbooks for students and teachers, but you have to pay for them if you want to access with a password, right? For the resources, right? You can do this. You can pay for your textbook if you want, and you can work with me. But I don't provide that for free. You have to pay it yourself. Yeah? You have to pay for the textbook. Or if you want, I can provide a free version, but you're not going to have access. You understand?
Okay.
All right? It's up to you. So decide if you want to use your own textbook so you can have access, or if you just want to not pay anything and I can give you a free version, but you won't have access. Or not use a textbook at all. You don't really need one because I have the program. I am using the program anyways. It's up to you.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So we're going to start. Yeah. So we're going to start out by working on some discussions. I have what's, for example, a video discussion where we can discuss a video of any topic, right? And I can ask you questions, or I can ask you to watch the video before, and we can have a discussion. I can correct you to see what you say wrong, what you say right. Okay. There's also reading material. We can have reading material where you can read, and we can have a discussion. I can ask you questions to see if you are able to read and answer. And I have a mix. I have a mix of video and reading material, which is also good. Okay.
Okay.
And I have the lectures. Lectures are where you just listen to theory. Like, for example, 100 idioms, 100 phrasal verbs that you use every day, the 16 verbal tenses of English, which you need to know. Yeah, the 16 tenses, modal verbs. These are lectures, though, where you need to take down notes. You understand?
Okay.
So you need to have a notebook with you. I highly recommend that you use a notebook and paper more than a computer. You will memorize better if you do this.
Okay.
You will memorize more. So you will in lectures you will have to take notes. Yeah, take notes, and for example, for our first lecture, the 16 tenses, you need to write down all 16 tenses. Yeah, and then I will provide a notebook or a notebook, a little notepad with all of the 16 tenses. Yes, for you to study. Yes. So it's your decision whether you want to take notes for memorization, or if you want me to give you the notebook with the notes already, but it's not as good for studying and for memorization. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
I'll provide a study guide for you. But a study guide is good, but it's not as good as writing down notes. You know what I mean? All right. So I'm just trying to make you learn fast. This is just my job. All right. It's up to you.
Okay,
It's up
well,
to you to decide what to use. If you want to use the study guide I provide for free, or do you want to take notes, or both? Yeah.
okay, good.
I also include videos on pronunciation. For example, you need to begin with muscle exercises. Yeah. I will provide resources for you for free, courtesy of the services, with the lessons. Yeah. So that you can begin to work on your mouth and do some exercises to loosen up your mouth. All right. Now, let me talk a little bit about me for a second. All right. So I've been doing this for more than 10 years on Preply. Okay. I've taught thousands of students, and I have more than 6,000 hours here teaching. Okay. So
Oh,
I know what makes people learn, and I know what doesn't make them learn. I've done this for a very long time. Okay. Now,
okay.
typically I charge $100 a lesson for these, but I am not charging you $100. I am offering a discount for students, so I'm teaching it at only $19. Right? You know the price, right? So I'm not charging you $100. I'm telling you that this is what I charge, but I am offering a discount right now for students. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yes.
So what I tell my customers is that take advantage of the price, because later I will increase the price. All right, take advantage.
Uh-huh.
These are lessons that that are worth a lot of money for some customers. Because there are customers I have that pay $100 for this lesson. Yeah, for these kind of lessons. All right, so take advantage. Some things that I recommend as an adult learner is to be always ready for criticism. Yeah, always be ready for criticism. Have an open eye, open ears to anything that I have to say. Try not to stress yourself too much. Just enjoy. Yeah, enjoy the lessons. All right. Try not to worry so much, but do try to be consistent. Yeah, you must be consistent with the lessons. Try not to recommendations is try not to take vacations. Vacations are not good for learning. Yeah? If you take
What?
vacations.
Vacation?
Vacations.
I don't know what it is.
Vacaciones.
What is it?
Vacaciones.
Ah, vacaciones. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
try not to do it. It's not good for you. Because people study 1 hour per week, and if they take a vacation, they only take an hour, and they come back after 2. That's 3 weeks without learning. It's not good. I don't recommend it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it, but it's not gonna be my fault. That's on you. Yeah. It's on your learning. You have to be consistent. So with learning, you have to be there. Practicing. Yeah, consistently. All right. That is pretty much it. You can also, I'm also welcome to ask you for your own content. Is there a certain topic that you like, that you want to talk about?
No, about the actuality, for example, or
What do you mean actuality? It doesn't make sense.
or I don't know
What do you mean? What is
I don't
what
know.
is actuality? I don't know what that is.
No, the actuality, no, the news
You mean current?
nowadays.
You mean current events?
Yes, for
Current events.
example.
Okay, current events. Politics.
Yeah, for
Oh
example.
wow, really? Okay, good. Okay,
With
wow.
Frank is very funny. With Frank, he's very, very funny.
Yeah, funny, but it works.
Yeah.
But it works. Funny, but it works. He's a good negotiator, I'll tell you that.
No, not funny, but it's very, I don't know, it's expected. Okay.
Yeah. It's nobody expected him. Everybody thought that China was going to give in, and it did. China gave in. He asked for more. He charged more tariffs because China was already charging U.S. tariffs, right?
Yeah.
And everybody thought that China was not going to give in, and they did. They gave in.
Yeah.
Negotiator, negotiator. Very
Yeah.
nice. They were complaining, right? Chinese companies were complaining on YouTube that they make designer brands for cheap.
Mhm.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
And
How do you say in English? Because in Spanish it's aranceles. How do you say
what
tax
is
or
I don't
aranceles is in Spanish? Okay.
aranceles.
Aranceles is the tax than who
You mean tariffs? Tariffs?
I don't know.
We call it tariffs.
Hmm.
Yeah, we
Maybe,
say a
maybe.
tariff, but yeah, it's an import tax, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the import
yeah,
tax.
it's
Yes.
tariff. We call them tariff. Arancela is
Okay.
tariff. Yeah,
Tariff.
yeah,
No.
tariff with an F. Tariff.
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 I didn't know. I didn't know that
That's
word.
that's okay. You're gonna learn a lot more. Hmm? Hello.
Okay. Good.
Yes, You're gonna learn a lot more. So, would you like to?
Hi.
Would you?
Yes.
Hello. Would you like to take maybe a little presentation, a slide presentation? We can work together. Would you like to
Mm-hmm.
try? I have.
Okay.
I don't. Right now, I'm supposed to be with another customer at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
But my customer is not here yet.
Okay.
My
Okay.
customer is late. Okay. So
Okay. Okay.
so so yeah. So that means we can. I'm not supposed to be in class, but don't say anything. Okay. Don't say anything.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
No. No.
Quiet. All right. So let's. I'm gonna open up something for you so you can take a look. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's. I'm gonna share the screen real quick so I can share. Take a look. So we are going to work. I think we may work this presentation here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you see it? Do you see it?
Yeah. Yeah. I can see. I can
Okay.
see.
Very good. Can you read that for me?
Yeah. The Museum of Failure.
Okay. The museum.
The Museum of Failure.
No. Museum.
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 Museum
There you go. The museum.
of, I don't know what how pronounce that word.
Okay.
Failure
Not of. It's of.
of
Yeah. Of.
of failure.
No. Failure.
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 Failure. I don't know what it means.
Failure. Failure means to fail. Fallar. Fallar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of failure.
Museo de fallar.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah. Go on. Continue.
Attribute
Attribute.
to flops and failed innovations.
Okay. Do you understand what you read?
Yes,
Okay.
but I have to translate in
Right.
Spanish or not?
You have to translate. Yeah.
Okay, but do you speak Spanish or not?
Very little. Muy poquito.
A
I
little, no?
sé un poco, pero no. Sé
Okay, un tribute.
Yeah.
I don't know what is flops.
A flop is when something it's like a way to fail. When you don't sell something is a flop.
When you don't sell something.
Yes, that's a flop.
Un tributo al.
It could be, I don't know how to say it in Spanish. It's no vender. Yeah, no vender.
Okay.
Fallar, yeah.
Y fallar
Yeah,
innovación.
yes.
Sí, y fallar innovation is innovaciones, ¿no? Como, no sé,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know the translate
Innovations. Yes, correct.
innovations.
Correct. So, I want you to read the quotes. Do you know what a quote is?
Yes, de viñetitas, ¿no? O sea, de square, ¿no? De cuadrados, ¿no?
No, a
¿No?
quote is something that a famous person says. An important person said. That's a quote.
Okay.
Yeah. So a quote is when someone famous says something important. And we read it.
Okay.
Go ahead and read the first one.
The first one is, the only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing.
Okay, who says that?
El único error real es el no aprender nada.
Correct. But I asked you, who says it? Not what.
Who's Henry Ford.
Henry Ford. Okay, let's read the next one.
I failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. Succeed.
Very good. Succeed. Read the next one.
There is no such thing as failure. Failure is just life trying to move us in another direction.
Okay. And then next one.
Success is not
success.
Success is not final. Failure is not fatal.
Fatal.
It is
fatal.
Failure.
No.
It's not
fatal.
Fatal. It's not fatal.
Almost.
It is the courage to continue that counts.
Continue.
Continuing.
No.
Sorry.
Continue. No.
Continue.
There you go. Continue. Good.
Continue. That counts.
Yes, very good. Okay. How many quotes are there?
How many?
How many quotes?
One. Two.
No, more.
No?
Quotes. How many?
4, no?
4 quotes. Very good. Which one do you like most?
The last one.
Winston Churchill?
Yeah.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you like this one more?
Because of the meaning of about the success is not the
Success.
It's not the important
success. No.
It's not the important thing in your life. Success.
There you go.
It's not the important thing in the life. You have to I don't know how to say.
Don't worry.
Just
try your best.
To get the courage to do the thing. So to get the
to move on.
To one, no?
To move on in life.
Yeah.
To move on. So are you saying that we sometimes worry about things that are not important, and we should worry more about continuing and not worrying so much about failure, right?
Right.
So you see, the same thing happens in English. And when you learn something, you have to make mistakes when you're learning. Yeah. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Make them. You have to make them. Adults are very incredibly cautious. Yeah, they're very worrisome about making mistakes. You understand? And you should not. I mean, you should, but don't worry about it so much. Yes? You have to be concentrate more on being consistent. Concentrate more on getting feedback. Concentrate more on practicing. Not so much on oh, I made a mistake. Yeah, you made a mistake. So what? This is a good opportunity. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
A mistake is an opportunity because then I get to see how you speak. And this helps you. All right? This is good.
Right.
The more mistakes you make, the more you repeat, the better. So do not be impatient with yourself. Keep going. There are customers. I have one particular customer. She's too nervous. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's too nervous. Too much.
Yeah, but
Yes.
is she young or is
no,
old?
she is young. She's about 50, I would say. I mean
50.
Well, I mean, for learning a language, it's old. But she worries.
But it's very young because I'm 48 and I'm very young.
Yeah, but it depends on what for. Like for having children, for learning is different, yeah? For learning, it depends. We all have our phases in life. Yeah, we have a beginning and we have an end, right? And learning, you can learn any time of your life. The problem is that adults tend to be more nervous about learning. They're more perfectionist, but not perfectionist in a good way. Yeah. Yeah, they're more perfectionist about the teachers than themselves. You understand? They criticize others too much and they don't criticize themselves. They have to learn as much as they can without making too many problems. So, anywho, I do like Winston Churchill because it's true. Life continues, right? Okay, the next one. Discuss whether you agree, disagree, or you partially agree. Society generally views failure as a positive experience. Do you agree? Do you disagree, or you partially agree?
Disagree.
Okay, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because normally the society.
Yes.
Society is doesn't or don't? Doesn't, no? Doesn't. Yeah.
Does or doesn't? It depends. If you agree, it's does or doesn't. It's up to you.
Doesn't views failure that like a positive experience.
I agree.
Normally it's not like that for me. Okay?
I completely agree. Yeah, society, especially adults, they view failure as a negative experience.
Okay.
You're right.
Very frustrating.
Yeah.
No? Frustrating is the word?
It's very frustrating. Yes. They find it very like my student. She's very frustrated over everything. She's frustrated over everything. Spends more time criticizing than learning. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not my case.
Yeah. Too much. Yes, and she doesn't take advantage of the opportunities of learning because of this. Yeah. All right. Number 2, we should always try to avoid failure.
We should always try to avoid.
Partially agree or disagree?
Agree.
Yeah. Why? Why do you agree?
Because normally the society try to avoid failure.
Right. Yeah, we try to avoid
They
failure, of
they
course.
they wanted to see it, or they wanted funny things, or
Mm-hmm.
to have fun and all that things, but they don't want to have no to
In
have failure,
in
no.
English, we cannot say all those things. We have to say
Mhm.
things, but we cannot say all those things. You have to think of
Ah,
another
okay.
way. Yeah. All right.
Things, only
Uh
things.
huh.
Okay.
Number three, it's important to celebrate failure and even praise and appreciate people who failed.
Uh, Disagree.
Mm-hmm. I, I think it's important to celebrate failure, but only for people who want to learn from the failure.
Mhm.
Not,
Okay.
yeah, not from those who intentionally failed. Do you understand?
Okay. Price is rezar, no? Is
What?
no when you price is rezar, no?
I don't understand.
What is the meaning of praise?
Praise,
Praise.
no, praise is not restar. Praise is to say, good job, yeah, to alabar, alabar,
Okay. Okay.
alabar, yeah, alabar,
Mm.
yeah, to
Ah, that is the
foment,
reason that
uh-huh,
maybe in another context I
uh-huh.
have read praise like rezar, no?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm.
It says here, es importante celebrar el
Okay.
fallo y hasta alabar a las personas y apreciarlas las que han fallado. Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
All right? So, I think that it's important to celebrate these people if their intention was to learn in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes people don't fail to learn. They fail intentionally because they want to do something different. Yes? They fail because they want to fail, not because they want to learn. So, if the person's intention is to learn from their mistakes, yes. If not, then I disagree. So partially. Next one. Can you read number 4?
Yes. Fear of failure, failure,
No.
failure,
Failure.
failure is the main obstacle.
No. Obstacle.
Obstacle
Mm-hmm.
to innovation.
Very good. Agree, disagree, partially?
Agree.
Yeah, I agree too. I agree too. Why do you agree?
Uh, yeah, because to innovation you have to apart the failure.
To
Okay,
in to innovate,
it's
not to
I
innovation.
think
It
it's
doesn't exist.
contradiction, no?
Yeah, contradiction. Uh-huh.
Contradiction.
Yeah, it's contradictory. Yeah. I mean, if
Mhm.
you want to innovate, you have to fail. It's impossible.
Mhm.
It's impossible to innovate without failure. You have to fail. You have to
Yeah.
go into uncharted land. Very good. Thank you so much. My customer's here, so I have to go.
Okay,
But
Carl.
Begonia, I had a very
Thank you
nice
very
time
much.
with you. Thank you so much for taking the extra time. I
Thank
will
you for you.
look forward to seeing you this week. Can I see you this week, or when can I see you
Yeah,
again?
I'm going to see my agent because with the song with my job, I have to look for the time, okay?
Okay,
And
okay,
I'm
no
going
problem.
to study
Okay,
and I apply for you,
okay,
okay?
okay. Thank you so much, Begonia. It was nice meeting
Thank
you.
you
I will
so
see you
much.
soon. Take care.
Okay, thank
Goodbye,
you.
sweetie.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye, sweetie. Take care.
Bye.